Good morning, all. Welcome back to my class. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, a short monsoon diary. This lesson is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He is considered to be an icon among Indian writers and children's authors. This lesson gives us a glimpse into the diary of Ruskin Bond. In this diary, he wrote about the silent miracles of nature. Turn your textbook to page number 113. A short monsoon diary. June 24. The first day of monsoon mist, and it's strange how all the birds fall silent as the mist comes climbing up the hill. Perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Not only does it conceal the hills, it blankets them in silence too. Only an hour ago the trees were ringing with birdsong, and now the forest is deathly still as though it were midnight. Through the mist Biju is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. June 25. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid, and not that cold high altitude stuff we have been having all year. The plants seem to know it too, and the first cobra lily rears its head from the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and all I could say was a paradise that might have been. I am going to explain, so listen. The first day being talked about is June 24, the time around which monsoon begins. The writer calls it strange because all the birds suddenly went silent as a cloud of tiny water droplets climbed up the hill. He tries to explain why the mist is called melancholy by giving two reasons. First, it covers up the mountains and hides the serene view. Second, it silences the birds, hereby bringing sadness. Only an hour before the trees were ringing with the chirping of the birds, but now the forest was so still and silent. So he called it deathly as it felt that it was almost midnight. The author heard Biju was calling for his sister, but he couldn't see him because of the mist. He could hear that Biju was running about on the hillside. On the 25th day of June, the hill witnessed some early monsoon rain, which brought with itself warm and humid, so it was not as comfortable as the rain in winter. The plants also knew it very well that the monsoon had arrived. The cobra lily pledged its head from the ferns as the writer walked to the bank and the post office. Upon being asked by a schoolboy, the author described the hill station and valley as a paradise that might have been. It means that during monsoon season, the hill station and the valley must feel heavenly. That is why it has been referred to as a paradise. Look at the textbook. June 27. The rains have heralded the arrival of some seasonal visitors, a leopard and several thousand leeches. Yesterday afternoon the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school. In the evening it attacked one of Biju's cows but fled at the approach of Biju's mother, who came screaming imprecations. As for the leeches, I shall soon get used to a little bloodletting every day. Other new arrivals are the scarlet minivets. The females are yellow, flitting silently among the leaves like brilliant jewels. No matter how leafy the trees, these brightly colored birds cannot conceal themselves, although by remaining absolutely silent, they sometimes contrive to go unnoticed. Along come a pair of drongos, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the minivets away. A tree creeper moves rapidly up the trunk of the oak tree. snapping up insects all the way. Now that the rains are here, there is no dearth of food for the insectivorous birds. I am going to explain, so listen. The rain had announced the arrival of some occasional visitors like the leopard and quite a few thousand leeches. On the afternoon of the day before, the leopard picked up a dog from near the servants' quarter, which was below the school. Not only this, in the evening it attacked one of Biju's cows but ran away as soon as his mother came. The writer says that he must get used to losing a little blood to the leeches every day. He mentions a few other names that arrived with the rain, such as the scarlet minavets. Scarlet minavet is a bright red bird that looks like a cuckoo. Its females are yellow in color. They move silently among the leaves like bright jewels. Even if the tree has a lot of leaves, it is very difficult for the bird to hide itself because of its bright color. However, sometimes the birds manage to go unnoticed by remaining absolutely silent. A bird species named drungos also come along, quite unnecessarily aggressive in nature. They chase these minavets away. During this time, a tree creeper climbs up the trunk of the oak tree, carrying insects with it. The rainy season ensures that there is no scarcity of food for the insect-eating birds. That's all for the day. Thank you.